Okay, let's start the class now. Okay. So we were in the last class we were writing a chart, I think, no? We were talking about the nucellus and nucellus ovule keneke form kore. This was a chart that we were writing. So we'll continue from that point. Okay. Ki holoke likhisa? Four megaspores are formed. Nucellus ki asle? The nuclear cells will act as a megaspore mother cell. Ultimately, they will form the megaspores. How many megaspores they will form? 4. Out of the 4, 3 will degenerate and only 1 will remain functional. So today I think we have to write from that point, no? Functional megaspore. Okay. So the functional megaspore will develop into So this is a portion that we have already explained, so I don't think we need to explain it again. Is it understood? No? So please write it fast, then we can move to the next point. So ultimately what we have learned is there is a unique point regarding the male gametophyte and the female gametophyte in case of gymnosperms. No? In case of gymnosperms, the male gametophyte is also called as, it is also called as pollen grains, and in case of gymnosperms, the female gametophyte is also called as, it's also called as endosperm. The words called as pollen grains, the words called as endosperm, these are the words that we are first time hearing in this group. From pteridophytes up till pteridophytes, ebilak words ami shuna nasilo. The male gametophyte was called as male gametophyte itself, right? But for the group gymnosperms and angiosperms, we know that we have something called as the pollen grain, and now we have something called as the endosperm. So if this is over, points boli heading korasun. Gymnosperms explanation we have almost done, no? We are writing the notes now. Is this over? Okay. Okay. Where will you find the archegonium in case of gymnosperms? Archegonium ko dekha papa? Where will you see the archegonium? Or where ematra chart konote likha ase tokhon archegonium kot pam? Female gametophyte, right? In the endosperm itself you will see the archegonia. Remember something called as polyembryony? Last class we have talked about what was the reason behind polyembryony? The production or the formation of more than one archegonia, the production of more than one egg, and so after fertilization they form more than one embryo, and the concept is called as polyembryony. No? Any point that you did not understand? Ekintu buzi paiso? Life cycle of gymnosperms and angiosperms. Which type of a life cycle? Haplontic, diplontic, ne haplodiplontic, but diplohaplontic. It is diplohaplontic or is it diplontic? If it is diplohaplontic, that I would have written it down as diplohaplontic, but what did I write? Diplontic. Why is it diplontic and why is not diplohaplontic? Okay, when is a life cycle said to be diplohaplontic or haplodiplontic? When we see both the two phases together, right? Sporophytic and gametophytic, if both the phases are present, then such type of a life cycle is called as diplohaplontic or haplodiplontic, right? In case of gymnosperms and angiosperms also, are the two phases seen in the life cycle or it's not observed? Does the life cycle have the gametophytic phase as well as the sporophytic phase? Angiosperms or life cycle, angiosperms or Vadidia. In case of gymnosperms, if you are talking about the life cycle, in the life cycle, do you see the sporophytic phase and the gametophytic phase or you see only one phase? Question buzi paisa nai, just bluntly answer nidiba. If you talk about a life cycle, what do you understand by a life cycle? It starts from what? The main plant. Main plant ki asile gymnosperms or gametophyte na sporophyte? Sporophyte. What would the sporophyte produce? Ultimately, spores. Spores ki hoy? Gametophyte na sporophyte? Gametophyte. So if gametophyte is also present and sporophyte generation is also present, in a life cycle to ki hobo isle? Diplohaplontic. But why is it that we are writing? First, you understand that both the phases are present in case of gymnosperms, both the phases are present in case of angiosperms also, right? Similarly, in case of pteridophytes also, we have seen the presence of both the generations, right? Can pteridophytes or bryophytes or stop bryophytes? Bryophytes are the plant body itself was called as a gametophyte. In pteridophytes, the life cycle was diplohaplontic. Right? Why is it diplohaplontic? Because both the phases are seen. In case of gymnosperms also both the phases are seen, then why is it not diplohaplontic? Because in case of these two groups, the gametophytic stage is very short lived. It is only represented by the pollen grain, right? But if you are talking about pteridophytes, pteridophytes are into gametophytic phase. We have talked about the spore will germinate and form that protellus. Protellus or tako sex organs thakibo, so it's quite comparatively long. But if you are talking about gymnosperms and angiosperms, since the sporophytic phase is much more longer as compared to the gametophytic generation, so the entire life cycle is said to be diplontic and not diplohaplontic. Right? Kiho karone? Karon haplontic phase okol pollen grain kiman deri thakibo? It will get pollinated, right? Okay. Talking about archegonia, I think we have already discussed about archegonia. In case of bryophytes, archegonia, neck canal cell 6 to 10, 6 to 14. In case of pteridophytes, especially in case of Selaginella, neck canal cells kimana sila 1. In case of gymnosperms, neck canal cells is almost 0. Okay, we are talking about sporophytic and gametophytic, and we have already talked about evolution of plants. So, during the process of evolution, is it the gametophyte that develops properly or the sporophyte that develops properly and more distinctly? It is always the sporophyte that becomes more distinct and develops properly. So, during evolution, okay, talking about the plant kingdom, you have to talk about all the group of plants starting from algae to angiosperms, and we know that we have read the two words, that is gametophyte and sporophyte, right. So, gametophyte ami ki likhisu, during the process of evolution the sporophyte becomes more distinct. Tamane agor plants bilakor ki asile gametophytic generation, we have talked about the bryophyte group. Now, you have to complete this one. The gametophyte is very reduced in which group of plants? Starting from algae to angiosperms, and well developed in which group of plants? Similarly, in case of sporophyte, the sporophyte is very reduced in which group of plant and well developed in which group of plant? So, what's a highly developed sporophyte or plant body? Kuntu group of plants? So, what's a highly developed? That would be key. Angiosperms and very reduced bryophytes. Very good. Similarly, in this case, if you are talking about gametophyte, very reduced angiosperms. Can't very reduced gametophyte means we are talking about that pollen grain, no? Are well developed. Clear, no? So, these were the points. Next, we have to talk about classification of gymnosperms. Heading koriba classification of gymnosperms. The group of plant where Archegonia first developed. The bryophytes, because they are called as first archegoniates, right? Is this point over? Okay, the next topic is classification of gymnosperms. When we talk about classification of this gymnosperms, we have already spoken about a line saying that gymnosperms is the smallest group in the entire plant kingdom, right? What was the reason behind? Eta reason ami ki koisil is the maximum of the plants have become extinct, right? So, explanation to already korisu. So, we are going to write the note now. of Cycadophyta and Coniferophyta, right? Lower gymnosperms under the group called as Cycadophyta. Since we are talking about lower, so obviously they will have certain similarities with the highest pteridophyte, right? Okay, so they have, or they are divided into 3 orders. So we'll be comparing Cycas and Pinus, right? And since we are talking about gymnosperms, so obviously cone would be present, but car cone nathake ba female cone to cone absent. That is a question that is asked. So in case of Cycas, the female cone is absent. What is the important point about the male cone, male gametes? That they are the largest in the plant kingdom. Next is out of these, as we have already discussed, no? Since they are considered as the smallest group, so obviously maximum of the plants has become extinct. So A2 order to completely extinct, A2 order to completely extinct. So only living psychotophytes is just Cycadales. One best example of Cycadales is Cycas, right? And that is the reason why we have been often saying that Cycas is an example of a lower gymnosperm. No, because baki bilak plants to sob extinct ho goise. Next. From this part, question has been asked about Williamsonia, right? So Williamsonia, a point to question ahise. What is Williamsonia? A fossil gymnosperm. The first point to be remembered. Second is the fossil has been discovered by Professor Birbal Sahani. Our Professor Birbal Sahani Institute of Paleobotany, right? Birbal Sahani Institute of Paleontology, the study of fossil, right? It is a quote ase hetu hude. It is in Lucknow, right? Ketaba hetu question ahibo pare. The institute to quote ase. Okay, is this over? Next we have to talk about the next group, Coniferophyta. So heading kora Coniferophyta. Okay, gymnosperms divided into two groups, lower and higher. One of the basic characteristics that divides lower and higher is the presence of motile male gametes, right? Motile male gametes hole, it's a characteristic of lower gymnosperms, but here we have seen an exception, right? Jingo biloba. The diagram is given in your NCERT book. So diagram based question hua hai. Please refer the diagram from the NCERT book. Why is it called as biloba? Because the leaf looks like two lobes, LOBES, right? So কেনেকুৱা দেখাত? So it is called as biloba. দুটা lobes আছে ন সেইকাৰণে. So we have to talk about certain examples of conifers. So examples are important because conifers ki hoy the largest group, so many of the examples you need to study. Ar jonkita point tick korisu tar pora questions agote ahise, so we have to talk about them properly, right? Yare eta question is Silgosa pine is Pinus giardiana and Pinus roxburghi. So you have to know the species clearly, right? Nothing in details, only the name of the species. Similarly, in case of yew tree, you need to remember the word called as Taxol, then Canada balsam or Kamki obtained from, right? We have certain more examples. So almost 10 of the examples, since coniferals is the largest group. One egg? Ekhini loke hoisile? Ornamental? 8 line sequoia species, likhisa no? So important examination point of view, tallest. So Coniferophyta has 4 orders and 2 of them we have studied. The third one is Netales. Third and fourth. We have already discussed 3. Gymnosperms vessels present and absent. Gymnosperms vessels absent, but higher gymnosperms vessels present. One example, Netum. Netum is an example of the order Netales. Not necessary, Netum is the only example of this order. Netales order to bahut example thakibo pare. Tar upor eta example hol Netum. Netum or vessel ase nai, Netum or vessel present. Right? Gymnosperms, Archegonia present or absent? Present, but in the highest group of gymnosperm, that is Netales, Archegonia is absent, right? So very important, this part. As I said, Netales ki hoy highest gymnosperm, so you will see certain special characteristics. Jeneke, rest of the gymnosperms, vessels absent, Netum, vessels present. Rest of the gymnosperms, Archegonia present, Netum, Archegonia absent, because in the next group, that is Angiosperms, obviously Archegonia is absent. So we will be talking about evolution. So in the order called as Netales, we have certain examples like this, right? Netum is an example of a Netale, Ephedra is an example of a Netale, but Ephedra is also very important. Ephedra, kisuman points janibo laibo. ephedra is an example of which order? Nettles. Nettles of Archegonia present ne absent? Absent কিন্তু exception. Ephedra is an example of a nettle where Archegonia is present. So, অকণ confusing আৰু সেই confusion ওপৰতে question টো আহিব, right? Normally gymnosperms বুলি ক'লে Archegonia absent, sorry, Archegonia present, but in case of nettles Archegonia absent, but one example of a nettle তাত আকৌ Archegonia present, right? Again, the question has been asked about this also, where in India can you find the growing of ephedra in a huge amount? It is in Rajasthan, right? Desert area bilakot ei plant dal besike poa jay. Eneu to ami janu, if you are talking about gymnosperms, they are also considered as key xerophytes. So obviously, right? Right? Ephedrine or question ahe. What is ephedrine? A medicine, right? Used for asthma. Next line also important. Also used by the athletes. Does that mean all the athletes suffer from asthma? Are you understanding the question? মই কি লিখিছোঁ এফিড্ৰাৰ ডিটেইলছ লিখি আছোঁ এফিড্ৰা কি হয় মেডিচিনেল প্লান্ট তাৰ পৰা কি মেডিচিন ওলায় এফিড্ৰিনৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট পইণ্ট কি লিখিছোঁ ইটছ ইউজ ফৰ এষ্টেমা টু কিয়ৰ এষ্টেমা ন ছেকেণ্ড পইণ্ট কি লিখিছোঁ also used by athletes. Does that mean all athletes are asthmatic or are asthma patients? They কিয় কাৰণে ইউজ কৰে in a negative sense as a drug, right, to increase its power. Hoy no dope tests and all those I think you have heard no during Olympic games, during various types of games no athletes bilake ki loy narcotics or drugs loy. One of them is ephedrine. Okay, so this was the details about the classification of gymnosperms. So up till here what we have discussed is we have discussed almost about the entire content of gymnosperms. The next point to be discussed is, as we have already said, Pinus and Cycas we need to talk about details. So life cycle of Pinus is something that we are going to write. Is this over? A point kita kintu monot rakhiba ha code absent code present. Next likha life cycle of Pinus. Is this over? Nahi hua. Eto hol life cycle of Pinus boli kole it is just certain comparisons between Cycas and Pinus that we'll do. Pinus boli likhi rest of the gymnosperms are dioecious. Karon hetu point so what's important? It is a coniferous tree. What is the shape? Excurrent. Remember excurrent, decurrent. Morphology is one that says that it's like ase no ki asile excurrent shape mane ki cone shape excurrent hobo lagile ki hobo laibo the lower branches should be longer as compared to the upper branches. This type of branching is called as কি exponent. Okay, since we are talking about Pinus in details, the points to be remembered: monoecious, coniferous, excurrent. Next is we are talking about a word called as dimorphic branches, right. So, dimorphic branches means one plant having two different types of branches is called as dimorphic. So, dimorphic branch থাকে long branch and dwarf branch, right. So, dwarf branch কি থাকে? needle like leaves. Aru long branchot ki thake scale leaves. What is a scale leaf? We have already discussed, right? Next is talking about cone, male cone and female cone. Male cone ki hoy non woody aru female cone ki hoy woody. Generally if you, I think you have seen the cone of a pine, the most commonly available is obviously the female cone due to hard color brown woody structure eta dekha pao, no, that is what is called as the female cone. One point to be remembered is that female cone was not originally brown in color. At the time of development it was green, gradually he ki hoise brown or nisna hoi goise. Where they are formed? They are found in lower branches, they are found in upper branches. Next we have to write something about the pollen grains. So if they have a cone, or if you are talking about the male cone, inside the male cone ki thakibo, pollen grains thakibo. So certain informations about the pollen grains, you all can continue, okay, from that point itself. Moi yate extra ke likhi dim. So please write the information below this point, okay. Details not important, this one very important because we will be comparing Cycas and Pinus. In case of Pinus, the pollen grain is shed in a 4-cell stage. In case of Cycas, it is shed in a 3-cell stage. Now, if we talk about shedding, I think you all have read at least sexual reproduction ebar holeo to porhisa sake, no? So if you talk about pollination, if you talk about pollen grains in case of angiosperms, what happens to the pollen grains? They get pollinated, no? Before pollinated, microsporogenesis word is something that you have studied, right? The pollen grain ki kore, develop kore. First it forms from a cell inside the anther. Tarpisot form kora pisot that pollen grain or that single cell divides into 2 cells, that is the vegetative cell and the tube cell. Or the vegetative cell and the generative cell. Vegetative cell is also called as the tube cell because it forms the pollen tube. If you are talking about the generative cell to divide kori pelai ki form korisile 2 male gametes, right? So at the time of pollination, in case of angiosperms, the pollen grain is shed in how many celled stage condition? Pollen grain to jetia develop kori, divide kori, generative cell hole, vegetative cell hole, tarpisot duta male gamete form korile, tar pisot shed hoy, mane pollinated hoy, ne 2-cell stage pollinated hoy. A points kini ami bhalke sabo laibo. Generally ki hoy, je duta male gamete already form kore, right? Pollen tube to form no kore, kintu duta male gamete already form kore. So we will have that vegetative cell. First, we have a pollen grain. Pollen grain is 1 cell divided into 2 cells, that is the vegetative cell and the generative cell. Next, vegetative cell tenekei thakibo, generative cell will divide and form 2 male gametes. So ultimately, what is the collection of cells? 3. Vegetative eta or duta male gametes. So this, if the pollen grains get shed in this condition, A2 condition of the pollination hoi jay, the term that we are going to use is shedding in a 3-celled condition. Understood? 3-cell keneke hol, gute pollen grain to eta cell asile, ultimately keita cell hol, 3ta cell hol, the vegetative cell that will ultimately form the tube cell, and sometimes what happens that the generative obviously it will form 2 cells. So ultimately collection of 3 cells. Sometimes what happens, they might get shed in a 2-celled condition also. Vegetative or generative thakiba tenekei pollination hoi jabo pare, right? We will be talking about it later, but as of now just remember this. What are the 4 cells that are included in a pollen grain? Iman details na lage, kintu etu lagibo, right? So in case of Pinus, the pollen grain is shed in which condition? 3 cells, the 4 cell, 4 cells. Next, another point about pollen grains. the words yellow cloud or sulfur shower, question to ahe, are associated with Cycas ne Pinus. It is associated with Pinus. And what we understand by this? When the pollen grains are pollinated or when they are shed, it is not like this that one pollen grain will be shed at one time. It's a huge number of pollen grains that goes or it gets pollinated. So, iman bilak jetya pollen grains uri pelai jai, it looks almost like a yellow cloud, right? Bahut bostu hoy, it's yellowish in color. So, that is what is called as yellow cloud or sulfur shower. The amount of pollen grains that are pollinated at one time, that is what is called as yellow cloud. So, question hai, yellow cloud is seen in case of Cycas ne Pinus. It is seen in case of Pinus. And the last point about this one, pollen grains in case of Pinus is the pollen grains are winged. This is a point that we have studied in morphology also, right? Okay, next, 8 point continue koriba, female cone part 2, 8 last point likhisu, tar next point 2. So, the next point. These are the informations about the female cone. Initially green, brown in maturity, they are formed in groups, they are formed in the upper long, they have, they are formed in the upper branch, they have a stalk, central axis, etc. Stalk, central axis, remember we have drawn a diagram like this. In case of pteridophytes, akisilu no? Megasporophyll, microsporophyll, right? So, this imaginary line is called as what? Central stalk. Central axis, right? So, at a cone thakibo, cone tour, if you are talking about a cone like this, no? We have drawn this, right? A contour jeta to me, you will go for a section, jeta to me jeta, you will go for a LS, then this imaginary line is called as the central axis, right? So, in case of a female cone, in case of gymnosperms, ekini present, a stalk is present. What is a stalk? We understand the lower part, right? A stalk is present and a central axis, and obviously they will have scales. What is scale? A non-photosynthetic leaf-like structure, that is what is called as scale. Remember the word scale leaf, right? We have already discussed about this. So, in case of a female cone, you are going to see certain things called as scales. Scales or eta information likhibo lage. So, if you are talking about the male cone, inside the male cone you will see the pollen grains. If you are talking about the female cone, inside the female cone what you will see is the egg. Egg to kot thakibo ovulon. So, that ovule bearing leaf is called as the ovuliferous scale. And if you are talking about tamane just to have an idea, এই যোনটো লোৱাৰ হয় ন এটো তাহাতক আমি কি বুলি কম ব্ৰেক স্কেল ৰাইট সো এটা কোনৰ সবতছে লোৱেষ্ট পেয়াৰ যোনটো হে পেয়াৰটোক আমি কি বুলি কম ব্ৰেক্ট আৰু বাকি আপাৰ পেয়াৰ্স are called as ovuliferous and they will have the ovules inside the ovule what is present is the egg clear Next, some more information about the female cone. So if you are talking about a cone toot ki thake, that's megasporophylls, right? Hey, megasporophylls bilakot duta naam dise. Collectively they are called as scales. Two type of scales, one is called as a Bragg scale and the rest is called as the ovuliferous scale. Eta ovuliferous scale, suppose we are talking about this as a ovuliferous scale. Eta ovuliferous scale duta ovule thake. Is the concept clear? Right? Etu ki hoy? Lowest pair is called as the Bragg scale. Tar uporot jun bilak thake, those are called as ovuliferous. Ovuliferous kiho karone koy? Because the ovules are present. One ovuliferous scale, this leaf or the scale, what is the scale? Nothing but a leaf-like structure. So eta scale or ovule keita thake? 2 ovules, right? So if there are 2 ovules, then obviously you have an egg here, you have an egg here, right? That ovule thake, and so ultimately what we know, polyembryony thake, no? Okay. So these were certain points about Pinus. If the chart is over, points buli likhiba. Is this over? Nahi hua? Points about Pinus, okay? Anemophila jano no? Pollination by air or wind is called as anemophilous. Pollen grains winged, seed also winged. Winged pollen grain is found in, it's found as Pinus. Winged seed is also found in Pinus. So winged word to monot rakhibo lagibo. Normally the seeds that we talk about in angiosperms are not winged. An extra layer of cells nathake. It's not very light and fluffy, right? Since we are talking about seed, we have to talk about cotyledons also. Generally, we talk about something called as monocot and dicot, and that is a condition that is seen only in case of angiosperms. But we are talking about a group that is prior to angiosperms. So, tat ki thakibo, the number of cotyledons will obviously more than angiosperms, right? Gradually ki hoy komi goi thake. So, we have 2 cotyledons in case of dicots and 1 cotyledon in case of monocots. But before to that, if you are talking about gymnosperms, especially if you take the example of Pinus, that have many cotyledons dekha pao, right? You don't have to remember the exact number. Just remember that we see many cotyledons in the seed, right? So these were certain points of Pinus. After this, we have to write about certain points about Cycas. So heading koriba Cycas. Is this over? Okay. Ha, likhilba. Remember, we have talked about fertilization, no? So can you see 26 months ovule to ba female kon to mature hobole kiman like 26. Hey 26 month or agot jeri pollination hoy goise fertilization hobo jano? No hoy. And even if you are talking about this pollen grain also, tahator kiman lagibo 13 months, right? So iman duration he karone the reproductive rate is very low. Over. আগৰ কিতাপ ফাইনেন্স কৰিছিলে এইকেইটা চাইকেলছৰ হয় জুডিঅ'চাইফনোগ্ৰাফি দুইটা প্ৰচেছ দেখা পাওঁ চাইফনোগ্ৰাফিও দেখা পাওঁ জুডিঅ'গ্ৰাফিও দেখা পাওঁ ডিপেণ্ডিং অন স্পিচিজ টু স্পিচিজ so ultimately almost completed the group called as gymnosperms or the comparison between Cycas and Pinus. Here we have to talk about something called as wood. Because gymnosperms onwards, ami ki dekha pao? We see something that is called as wood. Pteridophytes or wood nai. What is wood? Nothing but xylem. Wood ketia form koribo? Jeta xylemor deposition hobo. Xylemor deposition ketia hobo? Jeta secondary growth hobo. Right? Secondary growth is seen in. It is seen in gymnosperms onwards. So that is the reason why the plants are thicker. They have a girth, right? So we have to talk about something called as wood. Ami likhim. If this is over, general points fully likha ba points whatever eta term janibo laibo we have something called as a transfusion tissue what is transfusion tissue question nahe question to ahise transfusion tissue is founded it's found in gymnosperms ma likhi dim what is transfusion tissues okay in this case now Cycas multiciliate is a word that you will remember male gametes ki koiso motile so if it is motile either they will have flagella or they will have cilia so in this case what they have flagella and cilia they will have cilia so multiciliate so hetu question ahe multiflagellate ne multiciliate this multiciliate over again comparison released in 3 cell condition released in 4 cell condition details not important এতিয়া ইমান ডিটেইলছত question নাহে what is transfusion tissue to নাহে so transfusion tissue is found in leaves right so leaves মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব leaves of pinus বুলিও দিব পাৰে leaves of gymnosperms বুলিও দিব পাৰে right so we have a word called so we are talking about we are talking about the leaf and from anatomy portion if you have studied the anatomy portion we know how does the anatomy of a leaf look like right if you are talking about a TS of a stem and a root and also of a leaf so there is certain things that is different in case of a stem and a root we have talked about that EC-EP sequence right so within the pericycle we'll see the vascular bundle in a proper area but if you are talking about a leafot ki thake I think we have discussed something called as mesophyll right we have talked about the epidermis and below the epidermis we have the mesophyll in case of a leaf so we have the upper epidermis right and we have the lower epidermis aru tar gutei major tissues khinik ami ki boli kom mesophyll in the mesophyll ami ki pam vascular bundle right so vascular bundle in case of leaf kot thakibo in the mesophyll itself above the vascular bundle you have a group of tissues these are called as transfusion tissues tahator kam ki je vascular bundle or pora substance bilak ki koribo through the transfusion tissues goes to the other mesophyll cells right so what is the function not important iman details u nalage ketia ba bordered pits ase boli janiba eneo ami tracheids poribo lagile bordered pits thake a part of anatomy discussion so we'll be discussing at that time right as of now leaves of gymnosperms are a special characteristic thake that is the presence of transfusion tissues next likha point number 2 one asil Okay, when we talk about wood is a product of secondary growth. We understand wood is seen in both gymnosperms and angiosperms. We have two different terms for both the wood. One is homozygous, the other is heterozygous. Homozygous is a condition in gymnosperms, heterozygous is a condition in angiosperms. What is the difference between homozygous and heterozygous? If all the four cells of xylem are present, then it is called as heterozygous. Kintu yate ki na thake, xylem fibers na thake, xylem vessels na thake. So in that case, that type of a wood is called as ki homozygous and in terms of economic sense obviously kuntu wood besi bhal hobo angiospermic wood to besi bhal hobo okay what is heterozygous or all the four elements of xylem is present in such a wood. Do I have to write it down or you'll understand? Likhibo to nalage na, nije likhi loba ha. All the four elements of xylem are present. ইমান ডিটেইলছ নালাগে কি সুধে cycas and pinus example of a menoxylic example of a pycnoxylic right so cycas wood to ami ki boli ko menoxylic that's an example of a softwood and this is called as a compactwood in case of pinus words kita janiba khali
Pinus kitia monozylic boli kau. Kitia pinus monozylic.
vascular bundle mate eta ring basic secondary growth নহয় বহুত rings থাকিলে হে বা বহুত cambial rings থাকিলে বহুত vascular bundles hobo right if that plant has just one cambial ring then it is be called as a mono mono means one now there is a difference between MANO or MONO right so if you see the examples because we have to compare pinus and cycas only right so in case of pinus wood to ami keneke discuss korim by the terms monozylic and pycnozylic monozylic and pycnozylic wood is a characteristic of pinus but menozylic or polyzylic is an example of cycas we have four words relating woods one relating the number of cambium rings that is present according to that the name has been given and the other in regards to the quality of the wood softwood hole boli ketia hobo when they will have large intercellular spaces besi xylem nathakibo that would be called as a softwood right aro that is called as a compactwood so questions ahibo pare cycas or ki thake pinus or ki thake the words you have to remember nothing in details because monozylic as a name suggests we understand zylic we are talking about the vascular bundles of xylem and mono is obviously one if you are talking about poly then it's more than one and poly kot thakibo in case of cycas khali terms monot rakhiba right so this is all about gymnosperms And next group we have to talk about angiosperms, but angiosperms is something that we are going to study in sexual reproduction in flowering plants, and plus half part of angiosperms we have already discussed in morphology, right. We have talked about the flower in detail, the various holes, stamens, carpels, protect to anthers, protect to bostu details of course, so we do not have to repeat it again. So, angiosperm portion morphology half and sexual reproduction in flowering plants half, gotekhini পঢ়িলে আমাৰ angiosperms খিনি হৈ যাব, right. So, in this lesson we will be talking only up till gymnosperms, and this is the end of the lesson. So, in the next class what we are going to do is we will have to start another lesson, that is a sexual reproduction in flowering plants, and before that we need to go for assignment discussion also, right. I will give you a message as an assignment discussion on which topic and on which day, all right. Thank you.